Hi everyone, it's Melody with Design by Melody. I'm here with my second layout that I'm doing using this Firefly ephemera collage kit, and it was from their Love collection, or their collection called Love, I believe. I don't know much about them, but I did find this little ephemera pack at Tuesday morning one day, and I thought it would kind of be a cool idea to try to use it. So if you missed my unboxing video, make sure you go back and check that out. And I was actually at my Tuesday morning this morning, and they do have more of these kits there. So, and I believe I purchased this maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2-3 months ago actually, now that I think about it. So it looks like these kits have kind of hung out for a while. I was pleasantly surprised. I had never really heard of them before or thought about them before, so I was pleasantly surprised, and I've really kind of enjoyed working with it. So I am, as you can see, this page has a lot of photos. I have 5 4x6 photos and 2 3x4 photos. So there's going to be a photo in every pocket, and I do not typically do that whenever I am making my project life spreads. Usually I have filler cards just because I usually am not very good about taking photos, or at least not very good about taking enough photos. So I am working with a lot of photos here, and this is going to coordinate with the last 12x12 page that I did using this kit. I wanted to use the same products because it's telling the same story. It's the rather, it's photos from the exact same day in the same event, and I don't really have any other photos from this day or this event. This is pretty much it. So I wanted to make sure that they were side by side, and it helps if the story on the 12x12 page, the journaling on the 12x12 page tells the story of these pages as well. So I thought it would be more consistent to use the same products, but still have a different look because obviously I only have one kit. I don't have duplicates of anything. So I'm just kind of sorting out what's going to be where. I have cut some of the papers apart, and I am using them in the 3x4 pockets, and I have rounded those corners as well. The 4x6 photos all have white borders because that's how I had them printed when I ordered from, I believe I had ordered those from Snapfish quite a while ago. And then I have this one 4x6 card or photo that I have cut apart to spread across the 2 3x4 pockets, and so I used the same craft colored paper to create those cards on the back, just to kind of show that consistency there again, that's one photo. And I am going to, instead of having the photos centered on those cards, they are going to be pushed towards the center seam so it looks like one continuous picture across. Now I have this scrap of this velvety type ribbon, and I'm going to use it again on this layout just to kind of create a little bit of a pop. I don't work with a lot of craft, to be honest with you, very often because I feel like it's kind of a dull color, and I mean it's not really a color at all, it's a neutral. So I don't typically scrapbook with it. Now I'll scrapbook with a pattern with craft in it, but I just don't typically scrapbook with craft itself. So I thought this bold velvety ribbon would be a good kind of contrast thing to have against the craft color, because that craft came in the kit, and of course I'm trying to use as much from the kit as I possibly can. So, but because that because that ribbon is so thick, I have to put my photo up on dimensional adhesive or just foam. I just have some adhesive foam sheets, actually, is what I have. And it actually works really well because I already feel like that card, the background paper is kind of dull looking. Having the photo popped up off of it and then having that ribbon underneath really gives it a different effect. It gives it more of a dimensional look, obviously, instead of just being flat against the paper, which makes it a little bit more interesting. So now I've kind of got everything sorted out as to where I want it. I have that Page Farms little thing up in the top left. You can't really see Kaylin's face, but his face is peeping out through the truck door. It's one of those signs where you go stand behind it. And so I'm going to layer a label on top of there and then just put the title Field Trip, and that's really kind of the page title because this was a field trip that we went to Page Farms, and then again the 12x12 page that's going to be accompanying this has the journaling that goes along with it. Now I am trying my hardest to make an effort to use this twine, and this is the only, there's 2 places that this twine makes an appearance on this page, and I just can't. I'm using it tiny little bit by tiny little bit. I'm just having a problem with it. I don't know why, because I love twine. I don't know why I'm having a problem with it, but for whatever reason, it was not coming naturally for me, and so I'm just using it where I can. So I used a little bit of gold washi tape behind this die cut, and I had put the word corn on this tab, and I want to put it there because he is jumping in corn, and it's kind of hard to tell that that's corn. It almost looks like sand or something, but it's actually corn. It was like a corn pit that they were in. So I want to put that title there, but that yellow, it just doesn't look right to me. So I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to do something a little bit different. First, I'm layering a cork colored arrow underneath. It's like printed to look like cork, but it's not actually cork. And then I had put on top of that gold washi, I put a die cut that just says it's the little things in life. Now moving on to work up here at this card, and I have this postage looking stamp die cut that says hello there, and then I have a silver arrow that I am going to layer behind my postage stamp, but I didn't want the end of the arrow to kind of be hanging off, so I'm actually adhering the arrow end to the page, the paper, and then since my photo is popped up, the arrow head will be on top of the photo, so it's kind of got a different dimensional look to the arrow as well, which is kind of interesting. This is the little die cut that I'm going to put my title on up here, and I'm going to use another little piece of this gold washi just to kind of ground that. It doesn't add a whole lot, but it just adds a little something. Now I'm going to pull out these little alphas that I have, and let's see, they are from Kaiser Craft, and they're called Mini Alphas in Latte, and they've got just a craft colored base to them with black, like the alphas are printed in black. So it really coordinates well with this kit. And they're small, they're little tile alphas, so I can actually I can say a couple things. There was the little gold metal charm that was here, and so I have put a little bit of twine on it. Again, this is like the only other place that this twine is going to make an appearance on this layout. But I have put the gold heart up here on this top photo, and it is going to stay there. The Happy Together die cut is not, though. I love it, but it's a little too large for that photo. It covers up a little too much. But I did have this acetate die cut that came on that little sticker die cut sheet. You just punch them out. They're not adhesive, but you just punch them out. Same thing with the paper die cuts. So I am putting that XOXO up here at the top, and then I'll put this little gold charm with the twine on it right on top of that. This layout is coming together really nicely. I love fall. Fall is my favorite time of year, and I absolutely love scrapbooking photos from fall. I have a lot of photos from fall because we do a lot of events. We always have these traditional different things that we do each and every year. We go to the pumpkin patch, we go to the state fair, which is also in October. Our anniversary is in October. Ernest's birthday is in September. At the end of fall, beginning of winter, Kaylin's birthday is December 2nd. Thanksgiving, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Obviously, I mean, those are three big holidays, but I absolutely love Halloween. And not necessarily that I like to dress up. I used to love to dress up, and I probably still would if other people would do it with me. But I love going trick-or-treating. I love going on hayrides. I love going to bonfires. I love doing that type of thing. So just fall is my time of year. And so I just tend to take a lot of photos. So I'm kind of moving things around here, trying to figure out what I want to do. And it's funny how I have like these little things that I put together that I kind of move around to see where it fits, and sometimes it fits nowhere and it ends up coming off the page and going somewhere else. But I think it's kind of funny to see myself as I'm working through my process, looking back on it now that the layout is finished. So I'm going to stagger these alphas. These are those tile alphas from Kaiser Craft that I was mentioning. I love these. A friend had shipped these to me from New Zealand. Yes, sorry, I had to think about that. And I love them. I love them. She sent me a whole bunch of different Kaiser Craft alphas, the little micro mini ones, which are amazing. Then these, and these are perfect too. Perfect for little tiles, especially perfect for Project Life. Now, I have recently pulled out my alpha stickers. I actually think I prefer alpha stickers over thickers, because I just feel like you get more. They're easier to work with. You can alter them a little bit easier than you can alter a thicker, unless it's like a foam thicker or something like that. So I have actually pulled out my alphabet stickers and have started storing them slightly different, easier to use. And then all my 12 by 12 sheets of alphabet stickers and my thickers all still stay in the top of my Rascog cart. But it's all these little like 4 by 6 sheets of stickers and things like the alpha stickers that I'm storing a little bit differently. I'll share with you guys at some point in time in some video, maybe in a haul video where you can see it. Probably would be the best place for me to share that with you. So I've replaced that corn that was in, oh shoot. What are those? Are those jelly bean soup? I think those were jelly bean soup alphas, the yellow ones that I had used before. But I just replaced those with those Kaiser Craft tile alphas and latte, actually. As I drink my latte, I have a latte right next to me. It's probably actually getting cold now, which is unfortunate. But, you know, life goes on. All right, so I have another little tab here, and I'm going to use these alphas one more time. So they are going to make an appearance 3 places on this layout. The top left photo says field trip. The bottom right photo says corn, and then this one right here that I'm doing on the middle left says perfect. That plays into the journaling that's on the 12 by 12 sheet, on the 12 by 12 layout that I did it was the first layout that I did working with this kit. It's the coordinating page that goes next to this one. And it talks about us looking at pumpkins. I think the actual line, I've got it right here, it says, we got to pick our way around a slightly muddy pumpkin patch to find the perfect little pumpkin to bring home. Our little pumpkins to bring home. It only took about 50 for us to find the ones we liked, but we both brought our treasures home with pride. So I'm referencing that perfect because we're holding the pumpkin. Well, Kaylin's holding his pumpkin in this photo. I love doing things like that, going to a pumpkin patch. That's just so my thing. Ernest doesn't always like it, and so he doesn't always go, but that type of stuff is, I could go all day long. I would go pick strawberries every other day if I could. I would go out to a peach tree field and just pick peaches. Like I would do, I guess it's not a field, I guess it'd be an orchard, but you get my point. It's just my type of thing. So anyways, that finishes this. I hope you enjoyed, and I will be back shortly with another layout. Thanks guys. Bye.